Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sarah in the Universe. I'm Sarah, and today I have another movie review for you guys today. A movie that I have been so excited to watch, A Quiet Place Day One, the prequel to the A Quiet Place films starring Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn. I am so excited to get into my review, but first of all, I just want to thank all of you guys who are subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much for staying subscribed and for coming back to check out another video with me. Alright, so this is going to be a non-spoiler review, by the way, so don't worry, no spoilers here. Wow, I have to say, A Quiet Place Day One really took me by surprise. From the trailers, I knew it was going to be a really thrilling film. I was super excited, especially starring Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn, two actors that I'm such a huge fan of. But I did not think it was going to get me the way it did. And I have to say, this is definitely my favorite of the three films, and I was not expecting that at all. So this isn't a spoiler, but I will say, you may have already heard a lot of people talking about this already. The film is very emotional. There is a lot going on there that I was not expecting, that was not given away from the trailers or the marketing, that I was like, wow, you really went into this thinking that it was just, going to obviously tell the story of how this apocalypse began, in the Quiet Place story, in that world, in that universe. And it did, and it was amazing, but it really, didn't give away a lot of what these characters were going to be dealing with personally, is all I'm going to say. And wow, that just blew me away, especially with Lupita Nyong'o's character. Oh my goodness. Lupita Nyong'o, she is such a star. I mean, you already knew that. You already knew that if you've seen her films. I am such a fan of Lupita. My gosh, she really commands the screen. She owns like every movie that she's ever starred in. I'm just such a huge fan of her, especially, if we're talking horror. Us, she was amazing in that. Just every film, And in this I think has to be one of my favorite roles of hers yet. She gave such an emotional, such a just completely beautiful, stunning, shocking, and raw performance. I was completely in awe of her. I was, I don't want to say too much here to give a lot away, but I was really just stunned. I was stunned at what she brought to these A Quiet Place films. We know that the story in the world is very crazy. Everything they're dealing with, they can't make noise, or else these alien monsters, whatever they are, will come get them. My gosh, what she brought to this film, especially, again, no spoilers, but the last shot of this film, the way it ended, wow, just so amazing. And on top of that, Joseph Quinn, who plays opposite of her in this film, he is amazing too. Of course, this is, a lot of us know him as Eddie from Stranger Things, which I absolutely adore him as. But my gosh, Joseph Quinn, he has such talent outside of Stranger Things, doing even more emotional work. I was blown away, and his chemistry with Lupita Nyong'o in this film was just so good. It was so raw. It was so emotional. It was like they had been friends their whole life, They just did such a great job making these characters come to life in this world, in this crazy world that they find themselves in the circumstances. Both of them, both Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn, absolutely blew me away. This, in my opinion, is the strongest A Quiet Place film yet. And this is something I think that is very rare for a prequel in Hollywood to do, to really, in my opinion, outdo its predecessors. I was just like, wow, I was completely blown away. The film just does this great job of balancing that very emotional element with also the thrilling and the suspense of the world, right? Of the world crashing down into this crazy apocalypse and showing that. And the the monsters themselves. You know, I really enjoyed the cleverness that was done to explain a lot of the stuff in the film and so many things. I think that's a great job that a lot of the Quiet Place movies have done, is to, you know, show how the characters are trying to navigate this world that is very hard to not make noise in. They do such a great job as well with that in this film, and I just loved it so much. You know, these are some of the most creative films yet, I think, in the horror genre, and they are so fun to watch. And, you know, just when you thought that we saw it all with the previous two A Quiet Place films, the prequel comes in and does something that the other two, in my opinion, did not, and completely surprised me by its storytelling and doing something that I didn't even think it was going to do, that it was even capable of doing. It was just incredible. I was blown away, and just so good. You know, this has been such a great summer for films in general, but for horror films, it has been great, and it's only going to get more exciting. I really loved it, and yes, just 10 out of 10 for A Quiet Place day one. I also want to mention I got to check it out at a fan event that they held on Thursday, and we got this really cool exclusive art print, so that was really fun, but I loved it, and it was so great. And oh, by the way, I can't believe I forgot to mention this. One of the stars of the film happens to be this very cute cat. It's Lupita Nyong'o's character's cat. In the film, that cat's going to steal your heart. That cat's gonna steal your heart. Oh my gosh, that's all I'm gonna say. The cat was one of the stars of the film as well, and just so adorable. I think, you know, I tend to be more of a dog person, but that cat stole my heart. Just so great, guys. I really loved A Quiet Place day one. Again, it completely took me by surprise. I didn't think it was going to go there to where it did, and it did, and it was beautiful, it was stunning, it was raw, it was shocking, and it was absolutely so good. One of the best films this year, and I think one of the best films this summer thus far. I want to know if you guys have seen A Quiet Place day one, what you thought of the film, and how do you rank it, you know, along with the other two A Quiet Place films. Guys, thank you so much for checking out my review of A Quiet Place day one. I cannot wait to review so many other films that are coming out this summer. This has been a jam-packed summer at the movie theater, full of spectacular films, and A Quiet Place day one is right up there at the top. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.